break something. The end is close. Today we stand united as one. Chaos and disorder is our weapon. But for now, we need to slow it down.
In the morning, right before the break of day, I'm lying here beside you, trying to think of something to say. You're gonna have to leave soon, so I'll give you this heart of mine. It means I'm gonna miss you every time, 'cause I can't get used to letting you go when the tears roll down your face. Let me tell you, darling, we're gonna find a place where we can lay low, where we can get high, where we can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. So honey, let's go, let's do what we lost, do all the things that we've been dreaming of. But we can lay low, where we can get high, we can lay low. You came back, years already passed us by, but I know I can trust you, even when I can tell you're lying. The time is getting heavy, so the car is parked just outside. Are you still coming with me, along for the ride? 'Cause I can't get used to letting you go when the tears roll down your face. Let me tell you, darling, we're gonna find a place where we can lay low, where we can get high, where we can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. So honey, let's go. can lay low, or we can get high. We can lay low, or we can get high. Honey, let's go. Let's do what we like. We can run away, we can go today, we can leave the world behind. We can lay low. We can lay low. We can lay low. We can lay low.
that you did. Doesn't matter what you say, sometimes it just won't work. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it Can't you take a step back? We can figure the whole thing out. 'Cause we're too young to be feeling this song. Maybe we met too soon. Maybe I can give you the moves. When you shoot for the stars, you might just crash and burn. It doesn't matter what you say, little things will get in the way. It doesn't matter what you say, sometimes it just won't work. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it
All right, guys. One way or another, I'm starting this. I don't even have words right now. I'm so sorry. This has been the worst time I've ever had getting a stream started. I have had non-stop issues. Give me a second to breathe. So frustrated. Oh my gosh. Make sure that this thing's working now. I don't even know anymore. No, of course it's not working. Come on. Here, one second. Let me change Vive controllers. Maybe that'll work. Okay. All right, that works. We're just going to switch controllers. Forget it. We're doing live. Gosh. How you doing, guys? I guess I should probably switch to this view, and then I'll sit down. And then we're just going to go with it. And you guys are going to ignore the thing in the top left-hand corner, okay? That's what's going to happen today. Y'all are going to ignore it, and we'll move on. And that's what's going to happen. Okay, turning off audio there. We should go. Ah, good gracious, so many problems. Like, it's just been one solid problem. That's all there is. All right, but we're ready to go. It's not my, actually, it wasn't my tool. It wasn't the program I'm using. It was like my hardware setup. I have a teleprompter in front of my screen, and just like you see it here. I mean, this is only just one of the things. All right, this is one of many. and I can't seem to, I don't know what happened. However, something's drooping, and I can't get it out, and I hate it. So I'm just gonna edit it and like afterwards. So whatever. We're just gonna crop down this video by a little bit. So frustrated right now. Oh, I've gone quiet. Uh-oh. I turned down the audio a little bit. Oh, I turned it down way too much. My bad. Testing 1, 2. That should be better, right? Better? I'm not muted. It was just too quiet, right? Oh, and then there's also the OBS side of things. Cool. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to have y'all frantically checking your computers. But everything should be green now, right? Stewhawk, if you're leaving, I'm sorry. Bye. I didn't mean for this to happen. That's better. Okay. I need to go take a nap after that now. I'm so flustered. This is not a mental state for me to do this review, but we're going to do it. So this is the second time that I've done a live review using this tool. What you guys don't see is in front of me right now, I have my talking points, and I'm trying to script it out a little bit more this time. That way maybe my chair is muted. Am I using the wrong? No. Yeah, definitely using that mic. Rutabaga. Second time, you're a genius. I'll be right back. Uh-oh, you guys might hear some crackling. I'm so sorry. I'll try to be quick. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm in my bathroom on the other side of the house. Did I just like blow up y'all's ears? If I did, I'm so sorry. All right, so yeah, that's Rutabaga had the brilliant idea in a previous stream. So yeah, this is how we're going to start off this live review because I need to just like let my nerves calm down after this frantic thing that I've had. Yeah, maybe this will be a tradition. Now, drunk reviews with Tribal. Okay, so there's actually a pretty big delay between what I see. I need to change that setting back. I don't like how big of a delay it is. So I'm gonna give it a second, let the whiskey soak in. I'm gonna kind of like walk through my talking points real quick, making sure that the audio is working, that things are just working. Did I set up my other OBS instance? Yeah. Okay, I believe we're good. Okay. And I may have to do this one twice because I'm not good at just like reading like my text like this. I think I'm gonna have to abandon the whole like actual talking point thing. Abandon the script, because in this one I actually typed out the words that I want to say, or in the last one I just had bullet points, and so I read them and then I just sort of like riffed it. So we'll see. I may end up having to record this one twice, so you guys get to see awkward things all over the place. So congratulations, you all get to laugh at a very awkward human being. You're welcome, okay? So, all right, so one more test real quick. Can you guys confirm that you have slight game audio in the background right now? I guess I can look as well. Yeah, it's looking like you should have just some game audio. If anybody can confirm that, we will be ready to go. Whew. Back to that. Goosdraba. Ooh. 2020, yeah, I read it. I did practice it a couple times. I should have done it more. That was a mistake. Big mistake. Just a little, okay, cool. Like the whole goal is just to have a little bit. Little to nothing, just a little. Should it be louder? Dang it, that's this delay that I've added is terrible. So I don't want the game volume to be loud, just a little bit. Closer to nothing. Okay, I'll crank it up just a tad. Just a tad. Actually, no, I can't because it's programmed into the application. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, all right. Oh well. I'll work on this. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. You guys ready? I'm not. Definitely not ready. This is probably the most like bizarre and like non-collected mental state that I've been whenever I've gone to do a review. But we're gonna do it anyway. Maybe I'll just flow into it. Like anytime I've done like public speaking or presentations for work, whatever it is, like I always get super anxious leading into it. But then once I start, it seems to be a little bit easier. Yeah. Ethan, I'm actually using Streamlabs for this, for y'all's view. I'm recording in non-Streamlabs OBS. So there's all sorts of crazy things that I have going on to make this work right now. It's weird, okay? But anyway, so I am using Streamlabs OBS for other streams. Just like right now, you don't see any of the Streamlabs stuff up. I guess I could, because I'm recording it separately. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, cool. Let's do this! Amping myself up. Let's get crazy. No, we're not going to go that route. But we are going to go this route one more time right before we start. Mad Cow, why is this such a big deal? Because I have weird anxiety issues. It's really not that big of a deal. If anybody else that was actually professional, like YouTube or a streamer or whatever, anybody else, nah, this is nothing. But for me, I'm weird. Okay, here we go. Why is this so much more awkward to live stream this than it is to actually just record it? I don't understand. It's so bizarre. But, okay, so we're going to start this off. Make sure I can control it again. Cool, we're on the first slide. So here it goes. All right, and I'm going to be ignoring chat until the end of this. Oh, by the way, at the very end, there's going to be a question time. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Like just a couple minutes for you guys to type in your questions, and then I'll come back and start reading them again. So you'll see that at the end if you have any questions on what I've missed about Seeking Dawn. So, intro time! And start. Hello everyone, my name is Tribal Instincts, and today I am reviewing Seeking Dawn. And whenever I say review, this is just the early access, like sort of just like kind of first impressions of what I have so far. The game, as the TLDR, is kind of a blurry, buggy mess right now, okay? There's got a lot of promise. There's a lot of things that I'm really excited for, but as of right now, if you only want to take this one thing away is probably don't get it now. Watch and wait for it because I'm like the developers seem to be on top of things and they're going to be releasing updates. This is early access, so hopefully this doesn't become vaporware. I guess vaporware is probably not the right term, but you guys get the point. Like hopefully they keep up on this one and we get a really solid game because there is so much potential, but there are so many bugs and so many issues with it right now that I can't give a strong recommendation. All right, so first off, let's start with what I do like. All right. This game has some nicely polished audio, voiceovers, and the general theme of the game feels very good. The only exception to that is what I interpret as sort of the combat music. It seems to just randomly trigger sometimes, leaving me looking around, feeling as if I'm about to get attacked, but there's just nothing there. So for the most part, the audio's great, but just the music, sometimes it just kind of throws you off. But anyway, the highlight of the game is clearly the environments. They have done a fantastic job of creating an alien world where on multiple occasions I found myself just stopping to look around. It's just gorgeous. In addition to the environment, the other objects and people are all quite pretty, they're really nice. They did a good job of animating, or of modeling some of these people, but we're not going to dive into that too much. But sadly, that's pretty much where the positives kind of end. Now, that's not completely true, okay? There's a lot of things that have potential, but that's all the pieces that I can say are good as is. There's a lot of things that need some work, and I can definitely see them being good, but as of right now, that's my list of actual real positives. Sadly, the negatives are much more intense, starting with the most heartbreaking issue of all. Combat is just flat. You see monster, you shoot monster, monster runs at you, you walk backwards, you keep shooting, it dies, bleh. Maybe this will get better later in the game. However, due to my next set of issues, I have yet to get there, and until I see a few updates, I'm not even going to try. That seems, that's a really horrible statement, I get that. Why am I not going to try? Well, the bugs are real. The bugs are very real. Bugs range from the annoying, like rocks that block walking while you can scale boulders instantly, and I'm like meaning seriously, like there's some massive boulders where you can just kind of like walk backwards and you're just up on top of them. But little rocks about this big, and nope, you can't walk over them. It's pretty annoying, but it's not that big. It's annoying, but it's not a game breaker, right? There are really annoying bugs, though. For example, I had to restart the tutorial due to inventory not opening up at all. It was just, I couldn't progress, right? I couldn't go through the tutorial because of a bug. Just the buttons wouldn't work. That's pretty bad, right? Fixable, though. Now, if it were just those, I would shrug with the understanding that this is an early access title, right? It's unfortunate that these are already there. However, I ran into some far worse ones that are kind of, well, absolutely breaking. Specifically, after a few hours in, food just stopped working. I can eat it, but it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. I restarted the game, restarted everything, no dice. I now get to hear, I need some food, every 10 seconds until I die. This is obviously game breaking, right? I can forgive most bugs in early access. However, showstoppers like this just shouldn't exist. Like it's absolutely terrible. Now, if those are my biggest issues though, then I could probably, all right, cut. I'm going to have to edit a little bit. Now, if those are my biggest, we're going to restart. Now, those are my biggest issues. If I see that they fix or improve most of these, then I'll gladly jump back in, even with these following points. I'm going to start over again. I was doing so great. What happened? All right. Now, those are my biggest issues. If I see that they fix or improve most of these, then I'll gladly jump back in, even with the following points still not resolved, like the menu system. At first glance, I actually really liked it. They did a really cool job of making the inventory nice in 3D. Everything worked, like it was really pretty. And I still like it more than most other games. However, it does wear on you over time. It's slow to open, and the quick slots are very finicky. I find myself either picking the wrong item or accidentally like swapping the wrong item in the wrong hand. Like it's really confusing as to where things are because it seems to be oriented from where your head is, not from where your hand is. Like I've seen some where the quick slot is like you click the button and then you move up, and that works. In this one though, like your hand could be over here, you click the button and the inventory's here, and if your left hand is forward, hey, guess what? That's what it thinks that you're switching it. And like for both hands, the inventory is the same button. So you click it with your right hand, and if you want to switch with your left hand, you put your hand out. So it's like it's almost there, but it's pretty buggy right now. It definitely seems like it needed some more user testing. Another gripe is the crafting. Like the combat, seems a bit tedious. To gather, you walk to resource, you click on resource, you wait, you pick up pieces. To use them, you go back to base. You click on menu thing, it appears on floor. You click on another thing to pick it up. Again, this is not so bad that it would turn me off from the game by itself. However, I just wish that it was less point and click and maybe a little bit more interactable. Also, pretty negative thing for me is that I heard that this game had base building. And I thought that meant that you actually built a base. What that actually means, though, is that you actually go into your base, you click on a menu, and you get a holographic view of an object that you can place in that existing base. So not base building, in my opinion. It's just you can kind of like add some props to an existing base. So meh. Again, though, I haven't finished this game, right? So maybe you can do more later on. However, from what it seems like, this is kind of it. So I don't know. We'll see. Finally, everything is just so daggone blurry, right? We had the same issue with Skyrim. Let's hope that it goes the same route where they can fix that within a few weeks. Like it's just blurry. bogglingly blurry. Anyway, I don't really seem to have the other general performance issues that a lot of other people have. It runs at a fairly smooth frame rate. Now again, I'm on the Vive Pro. I did downscale it to 75% resolution, so closer to the Vive 1's resolution rate. So I did downscale a little bit, but I'm on a GTX 1080. I do have a pretty massive processor, so maybe that's what's helping. But I don't know. I'm not running into the frame rate issues that I've heard a lot of people talk about. So, all right, I know that's a daunting list of complaints. The game still needs a lot of improvement. However, like I said in the beginning, I still have hope. My advice is to treat this game as an early access, like a Kickstarter. Invest if you want to help fund the game, but I probably wouldn't buy it right now if you're just looking for a game to play. Just sit back and wait, watch the updates, or if you have the means, invest, because they've done some amazing work in this, right? It would be devastating to me to see this game die as it is, because there are so many amazing things for it. There's just so many things in the way right now. Fixable things for the most part. Hopefully it gets there. So yeah, as is, I can't give a recommendation to buy the game for what it is right now, but I will absolutely be watching this and hopefully doing a later review that will say, this is the most amazing game ever! But as it is right now, I can't really do that. So, all right, guys, that's it for this review. I'm going to take a break for a few moments, and you guys can ask me questions on how to actually get this game, or what did I miss? What did I miss in the reviews? Sorry, that completely fumbled that one. So, here are the questions. Sounds a little weird. My voice or the game's voice? Uh-oh. Please, no. Do I have to redo that whole thing? Battery is good there. You guys tell me in chat, was it my voice audio or the game's audio? Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. If the audio is bad, and then nothing I can really do. Sounds like the background sounds from the pre-recorded videos are messing with the sound. Ah, great. Maybe I can do something about that in post. I don't know. All right, well, we'll see. Warbling gone now. All right. Okay, so if you guys didn't see it, down here, got a question about the review? Ask away using the at question mark in the chat. Let me know what questions you have about the game. Just knocked over my whiskey. That's not good. Thankfully, it has a good, nice cap. It's not horrible, but the game audio was wobbly. It was the same with I Expect You to Die. That's not good. Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second. If you guys could, ask questions about the game. No, specifically about the game. I was gonna say about anything else, but no, just the only thing you can do is ask about the game. That's all you can do. Meanwhile, oh yeah, I can do this, guys. If you don't ask questions, we're just going to do this for the rest of the stream. Okay, this is the only view that you get if you don't ask questions about this game. That's it. All right. That's unfortunate. I see a question over there, but they're not showing up in the thing. Maybe. Hold on. Let me restart the application. I think I broke it. That's not good. Aren't these live reviews great? Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh, so many talking points. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. Let's see. Okay, cool. Now I got chat again. Is it showing up over here? No, of course it's not. Full screen. There we go. Almost. No! Wrong one! Things are weird. Properties. Oh, that's what happened. Oot. Okay, fix that part. I review flip. Is that? Nope, not showing that one. Did the wrong thing. Much better. Now I have chat. Okay. So again, get to edit this. Faineth, don't talk about that bit at the top of the screen. Just ignore it. Okay. There's. I wish I could show you guys what I have going on behind this because it was so much worse before. I don't know what happened while I was on vacation, but this entire like top piece just kind of like drooped down a good amount. Anyway, it's terrible. Okay, so I think this is ready to ask the questions. Which, by the way, Faineth Tuaran, which is my sister, she's in chat right now. She's amazing. You should go follow her on twitch.tv/Faineth Tuaran. She's actually about to get married, and she's going to live stream it, or at least she's going to try to live stream it, that's going to be pretty cool. And there we go. Okay. Faineth, shut up. Don't call me a pro streamer. It's not true. Tribal can't YouTube. This is true. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the questions bit of this. So, Plano asks, how do you feel about the current price? $40. Like, I would get it if this game was polished, right? Like, if the bug items went away, if, like, the blurriness went away, if the AI got a bit better on the combat side of things, then $40 would be a no-brainer from what I've seen so far. I do hear reports that this game has about 10 hours of gameplay. You know what? I'm totally okay with that for $40 if they were to fix those bugs. So maybe once it exits early access, absolutely. As it is right now, that's... It's up to you, right? If this is it, this would have to be like sort of an investment into the future, not for what it is right now. 2020 Gamer, if there could be any features added before its full release, what would those be? Any features added or fixed? Any features added, like I guess the feature of better... No, so like there's a few different things, right? There's the fixes of like the combat has got to get better. Right now it just feels very stale, and hopefully I've just missed content. Hopefully there's better combat later on in the game. So in terms of features, that like that's really hard to say because I could say, oh, there's so many things that would be amazing, but would be realistic. I would say probably the quickest thing would be a less monotonous crafting system. I do like the aspect of that, but as it is right now, it's just tedious and there's not a whole lot of gains to it. So that's probably the better feature or the biggest feature that I would add. But I don't know, tough thing to say. Mooney asks, do you think the game could improve over time? Yes, absolutely. It's this from what they've done so far. They've proved that they have some really good, development abilities. It's just I think it just needs more time. That's all there is. Any other similar games right now that are out there that you'd recommend over Seeking Dawn? Seeking Dawn is kind of in a league of its own in terms of, from what I've played so far, it's got some good RPG elements to it. So like Vanishing Realms, I would say, no, that's a completely different feeling. I don't know of any that feels as good as this. I think there's a few other that I've tried. What's the name of that one? I reviewed it like 2 years ago. It was like sort of a open world RPG, like sci-fi-ish game. It was not. I did not review it well. So no, there's no games that I could recommend in this genre of this type that are currently out right now. Zeus asks if it is a scary game. Can you compare it to the scariness level of another game I might know? Not scary. Not scary at all from what I've seen so far. Scariness level, I don't know. Minecraft, maybe. I mean, if you're going into the nether, possibly that level of scary. I don't know. I didn't find this one scary at all. The overall, like the monsters, maybe they jump at you, so maybe you could react a little bit to that. And occasionally one jumped out where I wasn't expecting it. kind of like a skeleton or a creeper in Minecraft. I don't know. It wasn't scary at all. Mooney asks, how are the graphics? Graphics, like I put in the review, are like very, very good, but blurry. It's just, they just got to fix the blurriness, and then it's going to be great. Eric asks, how easy was it to get into the game? Once issues are resolved, would it fit in the VR arcade? More advanced users, of course. I don't know. So VR arcades to me seem like it's better for like 15-minute duration games. I mean, I would never probably go for an arcade myself to play Skyrim, right? I wouldn't go to an arcade to play like longer games. So I would say probably not. Maybe if they added an arcade mode where it's just more of like the tower defense aspects of it, but no, probably not. Miga, how would you feel how do you feel the replay value of the game would be once the bugs are ironed out? So games like Skyrim, Fallout, all of those games, I've never really found replay value is good for me until you add mods to it. So unless there is a strong modding community, probably not a whole lot of replay value, but that's maybe just me. I know a lot of people can just play Skyrim repeatedly. I just can't do it. Rutabaker asks if the company has made anything else for VR. This is the first time that I've seen their name. It's Metaverse VR. I don't think I've seen anything else from them. I could be wrong, though. Have you met humanoid enemies? Or at least in the trailer, it looked like there are shooting enemies. I haven't seen it yet. Again, I didn't get too far, and I only got just a few hours into this before the game just completely broke on me. So this is not a full review of the game, as I hopefully made clear at the very beginning. This is a review of sort of the early access like look as it is right now. It is buggy. It is blurry. It has promise. However, like people jumping in and spending $40 into this, a lot of people are going to refund it. So get into the game if you're looking to invest into the title, not to buy a full game as it is right now. Do I like the animation? I do like the animation. However, I think the AI is the problem. Like, it seems like they've done a good job, and they definitely have strong animators. However, I'm kind of bummed about how a lot of the hype videos that they released going into this, where it had like, you know, the monsters jumping off the walls and like jumping onto a dude, like I didn't see any of that, right? Like, it seems like they have good animation. Their AI is just so flat right now. It just goes in a straight line. So I don't know. They definitely have good artists. They just need more on the AI side. Would you record, stream this game in mixed reality? Why or why not? No, maybe probably not. I don't know if it's even possible to do in mixed reality. But games like this, where where the perspective, like where you're rotating a lot, those don't really go well in mixed reality. Like, you really kind of need like a fixed point of view for mixed reality to really shine. Like, for example, Swordmaster VR, right? Like, you can get in one spot, the monsters move around you, that's great. But in this one, as you're rotating around, like a lot of times you're just looking into a wall. So probably not a great game for mixed reality. So, all right, guys, that is the end of the current questions that are on there. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button below. If you didn't, hit the downvote button and tell me what I can do to make these videos better. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's where I'm cutting it. I'll still stick around to answer some of the questions, but that's where I'm going to cut the video. Any boss fights so far? If yes, how were those? I haven't seen a boss fight. Again, I got cut off very, very early in this. So now I'm just going to be reading the general chat if anybody has any. Manic asks, what brand of whiskey? This is Knob Creek, small batch. I've tried most of their brands now, or most of their labels. That one's pretty good. It's not on the super expensive side. It's kind of like my good go-to whiskey right now. If I want good whiskey, I go Four Roses single barrel, not their small batch. I don't like their small batch at all, but single barrel, best stuff ever. Love it. All right, guys, I think that's it. I'm going to be live streaming a different game later on, but Tribal Instincts games look scary. It's not scary. Maybe I've been... No, not. Okay, I'll go. Do I even want to say this? Because you guys are going to like use it against me. Maybe I've kind of been toughened up a little bit after the forest. Maybe I can try some of the scary. No, I'm not going to try the scarier games now. I'm still a wimp. Speaking of scary, have you guys seen Quiet Place? Not the scariest thing ever. Don't get me wrong. I just saw it last night, and so it's fresh. Or night before last. That was an interesting movie. Some issues with it. Definitely have some issues with it, but I thought it was fun. What did y'all think? Did you see that the camera on the Vive can be set off of Tron mode now? No. I actually tried using it just the other day, trying to see if I can finally get 3D, but no, it's still only using the right eye, which is frustrating. That is a bug in Trouble's program. Wait, what's the bug in Trouble's program? There's some echoing sound glitch when the question flies in. I'll have to look at that. That's unfortunate. Okay. The trees scared the crap out of me. Okay, I guess I forgot about the trees. So whenever I first saw the tree, I looked at it, and you could look back in the live stream. I looked at it, and I thought, wow, that's a creepy looking tree, because it looked like a monster. And so I was already sort of like, I'm going to stay away from it. So I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be not just a tree, and it turns out it was. So maybe if I had just been walking through and then suddenly it walked down and I hadn't noticed it, that probably would have been a little bit frightening. But I lucked out and saw it ahead of time, so. How would you compare it to Vertigo? I like Vertigo more because it's a more complete and full thing right now. Right? If I was going to buy one, I'd probably buy Vertigo over this. If this game fixes the issues, this game for sure. No doubt. I just checked the Steam store page, and Seeking Dawn seems to not be in early access. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? It was? What do you mean? Did I just completely derp on this? I could have sworn I saw that this was early access. Wow. They don't have the early access sign. Huh. That's disturbing. So they posted an update on the 13th saying fixes and updates plans. Oh, man. Huh. Well, that's frustrating. That puts a whole different tone on this entire review. Like every single point that I have in terms of how important it is. If this was early access, I can forgive a lot of things, but that's a bummer. Did anybody else see that it was early access before? Like, did I just make this up, or did they have it in early access and now it's gone out of early access? That's huge. Bummer. Okay, so I think I'm going to record like just a piece that I'm going to slice into the very beginning, just talking about how it's actually not early access. Wow. Yeah, that's a big bummer. Oh, that's fun. I don't actually have a way of hiding the chat now. Huh. Okay, restarting the application. Builds production. There we go. I guess I could just like record it and then add the background, but whatever. This is easier. Wow. Okay. Thanks for that catch. That's frustrating. All right, so I'm just going to record something. I'm just going to like slice into the beginning, saying that this has been a mistake, and if this is like final, then rip. I think it was in closed beta early access. We had to pre-purchase it. Maybe it was marked as EA. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Like I thought I saw it yesterday that it was in early access, but man, that's frustrating. Okay, so I'm just gonna record this real quick, and then I'm gonna actually, I should have hit stop to record a long time ago, but oh well. How am I gonna do this? All right, here, let's do it. Okay, stopping for just a moment. This review kind of has a new, different tone than what I actually recorded it with. I found out after the stream that this game is actually not in early access. I'm not sure if I just completely derped and saw something else was in early access and thought it was this. I don't know what happened. However, I really thought that this was in early access, and so that really kind of changes the tone of this entire review. If this is not early access, if this game is a full release, then like all of the negatives that I have in this are blown way, way bigger, right? Like it becomes like catastrophic versus like, EA, okay, let's just watch and wait. Like if they don't release updates to this game, it's a no. It's a solid no. So still at the end, like most of the points still stand. Like watch and wait. Hopefully, I'm still so hopeful that this game is amazing. But if it's not early access, then that means that the developers didn't even really give the initial promise for whatever it is to keep updating the game as it comes out. Like it seems like they think that this game is done, which if it is, that's a problem. So I'm gonna leave this review as it is, but just know that anytime where I'm just like kind of light on some of the negatives, they're now much more important if the game is not updated. How was that? Think that'll work to sort of make things make more sense, or do I need to re-record the whole thing? Honestly, I think you should re-record the whole thing. You said yourself that your opinions changed a lot when you found out. Yeah, so the sound issues, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to fix today. If there are sound issues, then something is wrong. And it hopefully may only be on the stream side. I'm not sure. Was it my voice audio that was wobbly, or the game's audio? Or sorry, like the background audio, or both? Like if it's just background, I could just easily put like a background like music track and it will hide it completely. Like it's especially with how quiet it is. So if I do re-record it, I need to go through and basically reword all of the talking points. I guess I could, like now that I'm kind of like in the flow of it and whiskey has hit me a little bit more. I guess I could re-record it. Not the voice? Okay. All right, so I can just put an audio track and hide it, I guess, as lazy as that is. My AC is on because it's freaking hot. Is that what you... No, that's not what y'all are talking about, right? Game audio and question audio. Ah, man, that's so frustrating. Unity does, I'm doing something wrong with Unity's audio. Like, there's no question about it. Yeah, Geekman. Wait, sorry, wrong person. Code Blue. At least you have more A-roll. Like, the goal of this is to not edit as much as possible at the end. So, I don't like if I'm gonna edit a lot, I'm gonna just completely re-record it because editing takes me way too long. Also, the sound when switching questions. Ah, that's frustrating. I guess I can just use. No, I can't. I can't just overlay that audio. Background noise is gone. Oh yeah, the AC is not the AC was probably a problem. It was probably just like a low hum, but it wasn't the background. Do I have a condenser mic sitting somewhere? No. I mean, actually, I don't know what this thing is. A lav. I wonder what could be my issue with the audio. Like, I have a lot of audio sources. I wonder if that's the issue. I wonder if I'm just overloading Unity's audio engine. Zeus, I've played it since that update. I played it on Saturday, right? Let me check to make sure. Yeah, no, there hasn't been an update. It just says fixes and update plans on the 13th. They haven't updated it since then. Okay, so final question. Do I re-record or do I slice in that little bit that I recorded a second ago for it? You guys vote for me. Do I re-record it with a more negative tone? Like, do you guys think that this warrants it based off of what you've heard? Or is what I've done advisory enough? Yeah, just the plans. Dang it, I don't have any water up here. Here, one second. I'm gonna mute my mic. I need to get some water. If you guys do want me to record, I don't mind doing it. But I do need some water first. Be right back. I'll mute my audio so it doesn't crackle. All right, what do we got? Re-record. The problem was the chat overlay. Okay, I'll probably I'm just gonna mute. Yeah, forget it. I'm just gonna mute the desktop audio and whenever I re-record. So then I don't know if I want to splice it in, I can afterwards. So where is it? Desktop audio. Okay. Okay, I'll re-record. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, this chair looks like the green screening that I have here. It's so sad sometimes. All right, let me make sure that I'm actually recording again. Nope, definitely not wanting to record that. Here, I'm actually going to stop that recording and restart it. Start. Okay. Testing, yep, definitely that mic. Showing that one. And you guys can still see it. Okay. So, let's do this again. So there's not going to be any background noise at all on this one. So, I'll hopefully look into that later on. Here we go again. There, let me scroll through these bullet points and see if I really need to actually reword any of them. Yeah, that's going to need to change. Those are okay. Yeah. All right, I think I can do this on the fly. There's only a few bullet points where I talk about the early access pieces, really, but it does kind of change where I put the emphasis on the issues. That is so heartbreaking. Like, seriously, that has bummed me out. I was really looking forward to them, like 6 months of updates, but if they're just done, sad. Okay. All right, so here we go again. Hello everyone, my name is Tribal Instincts, and today I am reviewing for you Seeking Dawn, or at least part of it. So here's the TLDR. Watch and wait. All right, this game is is theoretically done. However, in their updates, they do say that they are working on some fixes. So, and that is rightly so, because this game is currently a blurry, buggy mess. I have hope. I really, really hope that they fix some of these issues. However, right now, I cannot give a recommendation to buy this game. Actually, I'm going to restart that because I like something stuck in my throat. Restart, because I don't want to edit. I don't want to have to do any cuts, so we're just going to do it again. All right. Maybe cut off the buggy part at the top. Wait, what? Oh no, I'll edit that in post. Like that. Like I really can't do anything about this right here. Like I'm just gonna crop the final output because that's all I can do. Right? If I were able to move that down, but then I have this piece at the bottom here. Like I just need to figure out a better way for this whole thing. So I'm just gonna crop out. I'm just gonna crop down this video a little bit so it won't be as noticeable. Or it won't be noticeable at all. Okay. Starting again. And we're good there? All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Tribal Instincts, and today I am reviewing for you Seeking Dawn. This game is technically out. However, to give you the TLDR, this game is a blurry, buggy mess, right? It's so disappointing to see this game out and being in the state that it currently is. Now, that's not to say that I don't have some hope. The developers have already released an update on their page saying that they are going to be fixing a bunch of things. So hopefully that will fix most of my issues, but we'll see. So that's the TLDR. Right now, it's a not recommended. Watch for it, though, because this game has so much potential. All right, so first off, let's talk about what I do like, right? This game has some nicely polished audio, voiceovers, and the general theme of the game feels very, very good. The only exception to that is what I interpret as the combat music. Sometimes it just seems to randomly trigger it, so I'm looking around looking for an enemy that's about to attack me, and there's just nothing there. So, but for the most part, it feels really good. The highlight of this game is clearly the environments. They have done a fantastic job of creating an alien world where on multiple occasions I found myself just stopping to look around. It is just gorgeous. They did a great job of that. In addition to the environment, the other objects and people are all quite pretty, so I'm not going to go too much deeper into that, but yes, they did a great job on all of the visual aspects of this game. That's pretty much it in terms of the positives. Sadly, there are a lot of negatives to come, starting with the most heartbreaking issue of them all. Combat is flat. You see monster, you shoot monster, monster runs at you, you walk backwards, you keep shooting, it dies, and that's pretty much it. Nothing like what I saw in the trailers that was coming up on this, where you'd see like these monsters jumping off the wall and like leaping all over the place. No, it's just they run in a straight line. It's anyway. Maybe this gets better later in the video, or better later in the game. However, sadly, I never even was able to get there. And I'm not even going to try until I see some strong updates coming through. Now, I know that's a really strong statement to say, that I'm not even going to try to push through this game, but like seriously, the bugs are real. Bugs range in this game anything from the annoying, like for example, a small rock completely stops you in your tracks. However, you're able to just basically backpedal and run up a massive boulder. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like there's some serious issue with that, but it's small, right? It's just kind of nitpicky. The really annoying issues though is that there's a few game-breaking things. Like in the very beginning, you had to restart, or at least I had to restart the tutorial because the inventory system just simply would not open. You couldn't do it. It wouldn't do it. Nothing would happen. So I had to restart. I tried restarting the game. I tried restarting Steam, restarted everything. No dice. Nothing happened. Now, if that was it, then I would just shrug and say, okay, move on, right? It's annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. However, after a few hours in, food just stopped working. All right, this is a survival game, right? So what this means is every like 10 seconds now, I get a voice in my head that says, I need some food. And then that goes on until I die, and then I respawn with a little bit more food, and then it just happens again. So that is game breaking, right? I can forgive most bugs. I really can. However, showstoppers like this just should not exist. Like I'm gonna have to restart the game now from what it seems, and I'm just not willing to do that right now. It's not a thing. So I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna wait for updates to come through. Now, if those were those are my biggest issues with the game. Okay, there's a lot of other things that are going for it. So if I see that they fix or at least improve most of those things, then I'll gladly jump back in and I'll try it again. However, for as it is right now, those are really, really bad. Now, there are some other issues that are not quite as big of a deal that are still kind of annoying. For example, the menu system. At first glance, I actually really, really liked it. Okay, it's beautiful. It opens up. It's a full 3D menu. Like, it's actually better than most of the games that I've played. However, there are some issues with it. For example, the quick inventory system is incredibly finicky. Right? It's very annoying. It's not bound to your hand. It seems to be bound from your head position, meaning whenever you press the button with your right hand, a menu system pops up in front of you, and as you're clicking through it, like if you click it here and your left hand's out a little bit, hey, guess what? You've swapped with the wrong hand. So it's finicky. It needs some work, but it's manageable. Like I found myself just kind of like holding my hands back like this. Press the button, move my hand forward. Stop, move back, press my hand forward. So not great, but easily fixable, right? Another gripe is the kind of like the combat. The crafting system is pretty tedious. To gather, you walk to a resource, you click on that resource, you wait. You pick up the things that are on the ground, and then to use them, you go back to your base. You click on the menu for the inventory thing that it opens up, or for the crafting tool, base, thing, apparatus, which will allow you to craft things. And then once you've clicked on that, things drop on the floor and then you pick them up, okay? So again, this is not so bad that I would turn me off from the game entirely. However, I just wish that it was a lot less just point and click, right? Also, whenever I heard that the game had base building, I didn't think it was going to be this. I thought it was going to be you build a base. But what it actually is you have a base and you can place some objects in that base. Not base building, in my opinion. That's just kind of like base customization. Anyway. But finally, everything is so friggin' blurry. All right, kind of like Skyrim or Fallout. Both those games, whenever they came out, they were a blurry mess. And then a few days later, a patch came out that made it not so blurry. So hopefully this follows the same track. But as it is right now, like it's blurry. Now, I didn't have the same performance issues that a lot of other people are complaining about. It was just blurry. So I did downscale my Vive Pro's resolution down to, I think, 75%. So it's not at full Vive Pro resolution, but even still, I didn't have any frame rate issues with that. It did, for the most part, look pretty good if it wasn't blurry. All right. Now, I know that that is a daunting list of complaints. The game still needs a lot of improvement. And at first, I thought that this game was in early access, right? So that really changed a lot of how I saw these bugs. As it is right now, this game doesn't show that it's in early access, which makes it to where if they don't follow through with updates over the next few months, this game is going to be a solid no for me. And that breaks my heart. I've been watching this game and I've been waiting for it, and it's just not where we need it to be. So I had hoped that this review was going to be watch and wait with lots of optimism and hope, but as it is, it's a nope until the guys come through with some, late quarter updates. Like it's pretty bad right now, guys. So very sad, very heartbroken that this is the game as it is right now. So right now, I cannot give a recommendation to buy. However, I do recommend that you guys watch their update page, and I'll be watching it as well, because from what I saw, this game is amazing, or it could be amazing. So I'll be watching it, and I will update you guys if anything comes through that just really makes it a worthwhile game to get. But that's where I'm going to end this review today. I'm not going to end this review right there. All right. So I guess I'm going to have to redo. No, I will. Yeah, I'll just rechat. All right. Sorry, I will have to cut this part. My brain, you guys just saw my brain just kind of like, just like cease and stop functioning. All right, so that's it for the actual review pieces. Now I'm going to transition over and read some live chat, because this is a review that I'm recording live. So I get to answer some questions and hopefully cover some things that I missed in the review. So stick around if you want to watch that. Otherwise, thanks for watching. All right. I think that's good. And I'll just slice in the review or the questions from the previous one. Was that better? I mean, did that... Which review did you guys like more? The first one where I was kind of more optimistic with a sliced in disclaimer at the first, or that review? Tribal, you should watch most advanced video editing tutorial Premiere Pro, editing LTT from the start to finish by... okay, why? Eric, had this game pre-ordered with the closed beta, but haven't had a chance to play it. How easy was the game to get into? Wait, didn't I already... I thought I already saw that question. Oh yeah, you asked me that about like for VR arcades, right? And no, it definitely was not quick and pick up. It takes time to get into. Second one, okay. I did a better job on the second one. Woohoo! Improvement is always good. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording. I'm still hanging out in chat if you guys want, but I'm gonna end the recording aspects of this so I don't have a big file. Stop recording. All right, a little bit of editing to do afterwards, but not a whole lot. Oh, Eric. Yeah. No, I'm just going to slice in the questions from the previous one. That makes sense, though. Close down that. Biohazard, what do you mean you caused havoc? What havoc? What havoc are you referring to? You didn't cause no havoc. It was more fluid in the second one. Loved it. Woot! All right. I think that's it. If you guys have any more questions, I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, what should I check out next? Actually, hold on. Let me actually pull up a list. The start of the second review talked a bit fast. Yeah, I tend to do that every now and again. Here, one second. Let me make sure I'm not. Am I not recording anything anymore? Oh, yeah, there's no, yeah, that makes sense. Hold on. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Will that have, yeah, that's fine. That's good enough. All right, we'll just go there. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. That way I don't have to use this camera anymore. Oh, but here, look at this. Will this show up? This is a micro USB cable that I used to tie this down to sort of like cinch this up. This is such a horrible mess. So this is my teleprompter setup, right? This is a USB monitor right here, USB-C. It's actually really cool. It's super thin. It powers off of the USB itself. You just plug in a USB-C cable and it's a third monitor. It's awesome. A little bit of latency, so I probably wouldn't recommend it as a second monitor, but it's pretty cool for what it is. Anyway, let's move this back over here carefully because this is a lot of now heavier components. There we go. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way of like housing that entire teleprompter setup. It's just I think there's just too much weight. Oy. Ow, that hurt. This chair's heavy. Oy. All right. All right. So what game am I playing next? I've gotten a few keys over the last few days. Here, one second. Hiding monitor. Actually, it doesn't matter. Let me see if you guys would be interested in any of these. So, options. Archangel Hellfire. Neverbound. Synth Riders. What is this game called? Snow Fortress. Mirage. All right, I think that's it for the games that I currently have keys for. Any of those sound interesting? Here, actually, I'm going to put some links in chat. Oh, that did not translate well at all. Ah! Oops, removed an, oh, pff. Wow. No! Ignore that. That's like, such a broken link. Come on. Come on. There we go. That should do it, I think. Nope, didn't do it. Really? Okay, we'll do them one at a time. Fine. There's one. There's another. And another. Which game would you guys like for me to stream next? It'll probably actually be... Oh! I didn't have my actual lights on this whole time. I've only been using my studio lights, which, I mean, that's most of the light. However, well, they take a few minutes to load up. However, it actually balances out quite a bit. Oh well. That's probably why my chair was partially transparent. God, why am I such a noob? Check Steam. What's on Steam? All right. Have I checked out HoloLab Champions yet? No. I will take a look. Steam is updating. Broken links? No, what do you mean broken links? Zeus, no! It hasn't even loaded up yet. Man, come on! Not a... Error, there's an error communicating with Steam servers. Please try again. Thank you, Zeus. Man, but, okay, so game keys, I appreciate them highly, but I can get, like, developers tend to want their games shown on YouTube, even ridiculous channels as mine. So if you guys have game requests, let me know and I will... Okay, but I say that and then I end up never actually following through with it. So now that Zeus has bought me HoloLab, which I guess you guys can't see that. Yeah, Zeus just gifted me HoloLab. So now looks like I'm just going to have to play it. Again, this is what happens with I Expect You to Die. So Zeus, have you played this yet or are you just hoping that it's good? So... Thank you, man. Neverbound seems pretty cool. Archangel, Hellfire seems interesting. They worked. Okay. Oh yeah, the first link that I posted was clearly broken. It was like it left them all here. I'll just delete that post entirely. Come on, Steam. Steam is not updating. Steam's just breaking on me. Do you think that this... so Mooney asked if I think that it would be a good FPS PC game? Are you talking about Seeking Dawn? If so, no. not with the bugs. And even, I don't know, so VR, like a lot of the appeal that I had with this game was how like very interesting the immersion of the environments was. I don't know that there's actually enough there for a non-PC game or for a non-VR game. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so what was that one called? I'm losing my mind, man. HoloLab. So what is this game about? I'm installing it now, by the way. This released on July 10th. Oh, wait, I think I did see... Oh, yeah, no, I saw a commercial for this. It looked interesting. Yeah, okay, I'll give this one a shot. Is this one next, though, or are there other games? Like, should I do Hellfire first? Because I'm hopefully going to be doing at least one game per day over the next few days. Have I tried Star Shelter? I think I tried it like a year and a half ago, but it like the VR was broken as part of it. Any of them multiplayer? Good question. Excellent question. So looks like Hellfire might be online multiplayer. Yeah, it looks like Hellfire is. Did they give me extra keys? I've got one extra key for that. So Biohazard, since you asked, I think you get dibs, man. Ooh. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I need this in my life right now. Wasn't there another Archangel game that was released on the Rift, but wasn't it more like Rails? Like it was just like a Rails shooter? Online multiplayer. Yeah, man, we gotta do this. Wait, how many people can play in this? I wish they gave me more keys if it's like several people. Features 6, building size max. I'm forgetting. No, I didn't say how many. Anybody know how many people can play in this? Mine. What's with the audio? Is the audio weird? So what am I going to play now? I want to get that video edited, and honestly, I need my AC back on right now. What time is it? It's 1:38, so... what is this bugging sound? What do you mean? There's no... Like, I'm not even having desktop audio go through. What's going on? I'm not even having game audio going through the stream. Is it gone now? That's bizarre. So in OBS right now, oh wait, did I not scroll down? No, there's nothing there. In OBS right now, desktop audio is completely muted. And the only place where... No, there's no way that this mic was picking that up. That's weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's this mic. Maybe something's weird with the input system. Audio issues, video issues, like YouTube is so much work, guys. You don't even know. Especially VR. Like if I was just like if this was my life, right? If this is what I had to do to start streaming, no problems. But with VR, like I have to have a wireless lav, I have to have like this crazy setup for everything. It's so much work. Sounded like a very high-pitched, sped-up Chickmunks. What? What? I don't even know. All right. Whatever. I've got no explanation. My audio setup is so convoluted. I'm not surprised. Like it's just things are breaking all over the place. Andreas, this started an hour and 24 minutes ago. If you want to seek back to the actual review, I would look back to when did I start it again? Right around 23 minutes ago. I re-recorded an entire review because the first one was broken. Poor tradesman always blames his tool. Did I blame my tools or did I blame my use of the tools? I don't remember exactly what I said. However, yeah, it's probably me, to be fair. To even stream, no, I don't. I'm a bad streamer. I'm a bad streamer. I was watching a trailer, but again, in OBS, I have no desktop audio going through, so it must have been my mic picking up something. I don't know. Like that's really bizarre. but it can't be because like the only audio here. I'm going to test it again. All right, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to test this again, and we'll see. I'm going to go back to the same video. All right, so, oh wait, no, hold on. Okay, so what? I see it, like in OBS, like if you're not familiar with it, inside OBS. Well, here I can just show you actually. Here, 1 second. Whoa. Okay, but anyway, the point still stands, right? You can see down here, you can see my audio peaking whenever it's playing this, right? This is just my mic. Properties, yeah, this is just my mic's output. If I'm silent, it goes down to here. Okay? Now if I play this, maybe I have... No, in what way is output going back into my input? I don't have that. That is a thing that I know that is possible, but that's not set up. No, not that one. Maybe there's a new Windows setting that's... Oh, I don't like it. I miss the old system. Even though that one was terrible, at least I knew what was going on. I can't... Oh my gosh, Windows, please. What do these even do? Oh, that's interesting. You can actually specify per device. Okay, that's a useful feature. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but Steam apparently is doing something. Yeah, no, voice meter is solid. I was watching that, so I have my mic there. Wait, here, let me try this again. Yeah, it's coming into this mic. In some, for whatever reason, like, is it going to the other mics? The microphone on the Vive Pro actually makes a little bit. Let's turn off. Oh, weird. Oh no, it's not that. Okay, so yeah, it's still playing through this one. This is my, the lab that I have on right now. Or is it? Yeah, it is. But just for whatever reason. I don't know. Not just stream, review videos too. Wait, what? Moody, thanks for hanging out, man. See you later. Other OBS standard running or virtual audio cable. There is a virtual audio cable, however, it's not currently being used. It's only used for OBS. Oh, hey, this menu system does still exist. Woot. Anyway, guys, so if you guys are hanging out, like the stream is pretty much done. I'll probably be playing Hellfire next, and then I will play HoloLab. But right now I'm just sort of troubleshooting these audio issues. Maybe it is voice meter. Testing 1, 2, 1. Yeah, all those make sense. Windows isn't acknowledging that there's any audio coming through. I'm not piping out the audio, like I can, right? I can make the audio go into the mic's input, but I'm not. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, cool. Yeah. Zeus, thank you. We found it at the same time. Oh, oops. We're both, or we're all saying or going to the same thing at the same time. So Windows doesn't have any of my audio things triggering it whenever I'm playing that. Only the output. You can't. No. Okay. Like I know you can listen to a audio device, but you can't like pipe it back in that way. I don't know. Vanishing of Ethan Carter, huh? VR port for Vive? Or which platforms? Is it all audio? Playing a random song. Yep, looks like all audio is going back into my mic. Maybe. Where's the... Here, one second. This one. Okay. So just to test it again. I need a stronger sound. So you guys should not be able to hear music right now, do you? Oh wait, that's not true. Is it? Yeah, no, y'all shouldn't be able to hear music. Oh yeah, you can. Whatever. Okay, I'll troubleshoot this later on, guys. I'm sorry. So frustrating. Maybe it's... Here. Okay, one last test. Use the trailer again? Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Is it coming through? Like maybe there was just like some weird thing. If I click A1, then you can hear it. Well, that's because it's playing out through my speakers, and you should be able to hear it very quietly. So before A1 was off, and it was still like piping through my mic. A1 is going just to my speakers that I have on my front desk. So, and that makes sense that Mike would pick that up, but before those were not on. Okay, well, the Pro back. Now? Okay, so just something was weird. I just needed to restart it. Like just something got wonky with Voicemeeter, I guess. Okay, mystery solved-ish. Not surprising. Wait, you can hear it right now? You shouldn't be able to hear it at all. It's back. Actually, none of those should matter. It's picking it up. Oh, it stopped. I'm like, it seemed to be fixed. Yep, definitely coming through. I got nothing. I'll look at that later on. I wonder if I... What happens if I just, like... Testing? All right, let's see if it's maybe just that microphone. Or like something with the Realtek setup. Can you guys hear it now? You should be able to hear me now, right? Hello, Crisis. Oh, Zeus. No, I don't. So you're probably going to be going to sleep pretty soon, right? I don't remember which time zone you're on explicitly, but I don't think I'm going to be able to play it today. Wait, what time is it? 1:53. I don't know. In how many hours do you think you'll be awake again? Because I'd like to wait until you're up, and I need to actually take a break for a couple hours. Tomorrow? Okay. So there's something wrong with the Realtek setup. That's all there is to it. Like, it's just there's something weird with that, because these are both identical configurations, and it's just not working, or it's being weird on that side. Magnetic interference doesn't. Unless Realtek is trying to send output into the mic's input. Oh, that'd be weird. And that would kind of, I mean, that would be the only thing that I would say could possibly make sense. Yeah, none of this, I don't even know. I'm gonna debug this offline now that I know like kind of how to reproduce it. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. Oh wait, in like 13 hours I might wake up again for the second time, and then I can hop on my PC. More like 14 hours. Oh, yeah, I'll be asleep by then. All right, wait, are you going to sleep now then? I wonder if I can just try a different port on my computer and just... So complicated. I don't... Why? Anyway, again, I'll figure that out later on. So Zeus messaged me. I want to play it. I'll play it sometime within the next few days, but I'd like to wait for you to be online. So maybe tomorrow around this, maybe a couple hours earlier from now. Okay. And I will message Bio as well. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream now. I'll still watch chat for a little bit if you guys have any other questions or comments or anything. But I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stream. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for being awesome and supportive during these horribly horrific live streams where they're just troubleshooting and bad things and bad reviews, and it's just bad all around. But anyway, I appreciate you guys even more so for it. All right, guys. As always, I'm going to end the live stream with the awkward staring at the camera. Thanks for being awesome. Wait, I need to make sure my mouse is on the end stream button. There we go. It's on it. It's on it.